Alright, we're going to put some new bolts in here. I always put a rag in them when I have them uncovered to keep that gas smell from coming up. I don't know which is the better way to do it, but I always put my wax ring down on the toilet flange. I think some people attach them to the toilet. I always just place mine like that and then bring my toilet in and set it down. And them things are sticky, icky. This is a toilet that was being used somewhere else. And I have toilets that are just in storage. And I'll lift it up and just make sure we're lining up. We are. Get up here and give it a good push down. And that part is done. Just tighten these down. You want to tighten them good and snug, but you have to remember too, that flange is plastic. And if you over tighten them, you can pull those screws through that flange. So I'll run the screws all the way down by hand and then just give them a snug tightening up. And I'll push down on the toilet and turn them. We will snug these up, and I rotate back and forth from side to side, try to keep them kind of sort of even. And you see that little crease that's made right there. If you want to break that bolt off, you can. That's reaching about as far as it needs to go. See, try to rock the toilet. See, it's good and solid. One reason this toilet taking up where it's at is I put it in and a day or two later people called and said it was leaking. It had the tank had a hairline crack, and so I pulled the toilet, and then my local hardware store said all they wanted was the tank, and they would just swap it out and give me another tank. So that's what they did. But you got these, and they load up on here like this. Yeah. They never called me Grace. Like this. That way that gives you a seal inside that tank. There's the other one. Screw it up on there. And there's two holes in the bottom of this tank. And then this tank, this goes like this. Give that a seal on the toilet. And there's your two holes that those screws come through and go in the back. You know, it's best to always put that handle in the front. If you put it in the back, might have a hard time flushing it. Those screws you saw me putting together that had the little rubber washers you slid down on them, they're in the top of the tank, and then I'm putting the nuts on the bottom of the tank. And then those, again, you want to tighten them up kind of, you know, evenly, like tighten one on one side, go to the other side, tighten it. So you pull the tank down evenly. Well, I got so excited to show y'all something I knew how to do. I was going to put the quarter round down and caulk it before I put it back there, but there's plenty of room. I actually had to cut it on the circular saw because my miter saws are somewhere else. Alright, it's just hooking the water up. Really, this would have been better if this had been a top mount, but I didn't want to fool with changing that out. I'm going to put brown caulk in that, fill that up. Then it's just, you know, tightening it up on here. Now let's turn the water on. Hopefully we have no leaks. guys, and we got action. The flow is on. I sure am glad to have this back in. Boom, we got water. Let her fill up and give her a couple of flushes. Boom, boom. These toilets right here, I get them at my local hardware store here. It's a little independent, locally owned. They're $75, $79, and they are the flushingest toilets that I've ever come across. I mean, they will flush, flush, flush. A lot of water flow. They always work good. Have no problems out of them. You can get them in a, this is the small size, and that's one thing I like about them is this is small, but watch this flush. I mean, that thing gets with it. The lid. But one thing I like about these toilets is, see, that's the small size, and this is a small bathroom. And then I'm gonna put a little small vanity in and probably put a little shelf here or something, and you know, a little standing shelf. And it just, you can get more room out of your bathroom. That's what I like about them. They come in two sizes.